Alright, well what's up everybody, it's Brandon J, and basically today's video is pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna go over a couple steps that's gonna help you become a better, more successful fishing YouTuber. Now, this kind of applies to all YouTubers. It's basically some core principles, but being that I'm a fisherman and being that most of my audience enjoy fishing or are fishermen YouTube fishermen themselves, I'm gonna give you guys some tips and ways to help grow your channel. So the first step to becoming a successful YouTube fisherman is, well, first, you just have to be a fisherman, you know? Just get out there and go fish. That's the biggest part. It's all about going out, finding a body of water, and just doing what fishermen do, and that's fish. I know it sounds goofy, it sounds funny, but that's it. That's really the secret sauce right there. This chocolate milk water is going to make you a successful YouTube fisherman. You just gotta get out there and do it. I mean, there's nothing really else. I mean, I feel like I'm rambling now. Just get out there and fish. It's not that complicated. It's something you do in your spare time anyway. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you're already a fisherman. Get your rod, get your camera, go fish. That's pretty much it. All right, the second thing you're gonna need is some equipment. Now, when it comes down to equipment, I already have like almost too much. But I will say the more equipment you do have, the more you're able to do different things in different situations. I'll explain what I mean in a second. So the first thing you're gonna need is some type of editing software. Now I have two computers here. This is my older one, this is my newer one. I got the newer one to basically deal with 4K files. Now these are really big video files. I downgrade them into 1080p. It's a lot of confusing stuff. The bigger, better, faster computer you have, the easier your editing is gonna be, but you don't necessarily need it. Especially if you're just starting off, I'd recommend any type of just basic editing software. I started out with iMovie for a very long time, got used to iMovie, it was free, used that, and then I moved up to Final Cut Pro, and basically all the editing softwares do the same things, some just have different options. So that's pretty much it. So you're gonna need something to edit with. Any computer is gonna be good. Next, got the drones. Now when it comes to drones, these things are absolutely incredible and they give you crazy, beautiful images. But to be honest, if you're just starting out on YouTube, I would definitely not recommend them. There's a couple reasons why. The first reason is they're insanely expensive. It costs a lot of money to have one of these drones, and when you're flying around a big price tag like that, and eventually you're gonna crash one. I mean, like I did. I already crashed one. So I would definitely not recommend a drone when you just start out. Focus more on building your channel, posting videos as often as possible, but you don't necessarily need a drone. Next up, you have the big camera. Now when it comes to YouTube filming and vlogging and doing more technical things with your videos, a big DSLR camera is always the way to go. Now, there's a bunch of different levels of these. Some are very expensive, some are inexpensive. And what's great about this one is it's fantastic for vlogging. You can actually look into the lens and you can still see yourself in this little screen over here. Now, this is great for vlogging because I'm talking to the camera, but I can still see everything that's in the picture. Great camera. Very expensive, but there's less expensive options of this. This is a Canon 80D and it has the Pro Rode mic on top of it. Anything you do with camera equipment, make sure you have a good external microphone. Now, last but not least, you're gonna want a GoPro chest mount. And now we finally get to the piece of equipment that's actually essential for your videos. The drones, the big DSLRs, all of those things you don't have to have. But when it comes down to being a fishing YouTuber, this is a piece of equipment that you're going to want to invest in. Now, you don't have to get the GoPro Hero 5, you don't have to go get the GoPro Hero 4. You can really drop as low down as you want. I use a GoPro Hero 3 Plus, and the rest of my GoPros are all GoPro Hero 3 Blacks. So none of them are GoPro Hero 4 or anything like that. So don't feel like you have to spend all of this crazy money to have a good GoPro setup. I have a very cheap, inexpensive GoPro setup. I do have the frame on the GoPros, which gives you the open external points. This is where I have in the GoPro Microphone. It's actually made by Movo, and I just have it clipped right there on top of the chest mount. So basically when I'm wearing it, the microphone is right here by my mouth, and that's all you really need. The microphone itself was like $8, and I think the chest mount is about $30. As far as the frame on the outside goes, I think it was like $8 on Amazon. That's gonna be your best bet. I don't think they get much cheaper than that. And you have another weapon of choice that you probably already have. It's called your phone. Now, your phone is gonna be able to video a lot of great things, and if you have a life proof like this, you can get some underwater footage. You're getting video now that a lot of people aren't getting with very expensive equipment, and it's been sitting in your pocket this whole time. All right, so the next point is creativity. With everybody having videos on YouTube, you have to set yourself apart by being creative. Sometimes just going fishing and catching fish isn't good enough. It's not setting you apart. So whether you're doing a giant swim bait challenge, or maybe like a ridiculous rat lure challenge, or maybe even like the Barbie mini rod My Little Pony challenge, whatever you want to do, just do something that's creative and do something that's gonna set you apart. I don't know how many of you guys saw this video, but when I first started my channel out, probably 5 or 6 videos in, I did a duck lure challenge. Now, the duck lure challenge was, I mean, I didn't even catch a fish. Jake caught a fish in the challenge. I didn't even catch a fish, but I recorded it, and I showed me breaking my rod, and then the lure broke, and all types of stuff happened, but it wasn't even my best video. By far not my best video, but it got 100,000 views. 100,000 views because I tied this duck on, threw it out, and named the video Duck Lure Challenge, and it got 100,000 views. My channel started to grow rapidly when that video started climbing. That's one thing that's gonna happen. When you have a video that kind of takes off, your subscriber count and everything grows with it. So theoretically, this could be a 100,000 view video. This could be a 100,000 view video. I could do this lure challenge again and maybe reach 100,000 views. Or this and get 100,000 views. So between all of these things, I potentially have almost 500,000 views with just these 4 items. So that just goes to show you that creativity is going to be key in growing and creating a successful fishing channel on YouTube. All right, so we've talked about the fact that you have to fish. We've talked about equipment, we've talked about being creative, and now it is time for the last but most important principle. It's understanding the platform that you're using. Now you guys might be sitting here and saying like, Brandon, it's YouTube. You post videos, you watch videos, you comment, you like a few of them, and that's pretty much it. Well, it's way deeper than that. Let me explain. So, take this piece of paper. Imagine how many videos are posted on YouTube a day, all right? This is a pile of content. Every video, we're gonna make a big pile of videos, okay? Here is our giant pile of videos. This is just a pile. There's like all types of videos in here that, you know, they're just videos, okay? Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but every time you click on a video on YouTube, it's normally a pretty good video. You don't normally see like somebody's like backyard video project. You normally see a pretty high quality video with some high quality shots and you know, some great content. And there's a reason for that. YouTube goes through all of this content. By the way, this is like zillions of videos. This is like millions and zillions. This is as many videos that have ever been posted on YouTube ever. I mean, this is a ton of content. YouTube goes through all of this content, all of these videos, and actually divides what's good from what's bad. Not like what's bad because it has cuss words in it. No, not that type of bad. Bad as in people aren't really watching this video. It's not getting a lot of views. People probably don't like this video, bad pile. Or they're saying, hey, there's a bunch of people commenting on this video. It's got like 100 thumbs up, it's only got 1 thumbs down on it. There's a lot of like engagement in the comment section, the view time, people are watching the whole video. You know what? I think this video is good, and then they put it in the good pile. Now, they have to do this for every single video. So let's just draw the line here. Let's draw the line, oh yeah. That's the line. See, this is the bad pile. This is the bad pile down here, but this up here, this is the good pile. Now here's the crazy part. This is why this has to happen. Because for every minute, there's over 300 hours of content posted to YouTube, which means in 60 seconds from now, there's been another 300 hours of video that have been uploaded to YouTube. So YouTube has to go through and divide good from the bad. Now they do this using a mathematical algorithm. What's an algorithm? I don't know, let me ask Siri. Hey Siri, what is an algorithm?
I found some information about algorithm on Wikipedia. Would you like me to read it to you?
Yes.
In mathematics and computer science, an algorithm is a self-contained sequence of actions to be performed. Algorithms perform calculation, data processing, and/or automated reasoning tasks. An algorithm is an effective method that can be expressed within a finite amount of space and time and in a well-defined formal language for calculating a function.
Okay. That was a lot more than I was expecting. But basically they use a mathematical algorithm that separates the good from the bad. That's what I was getting at this whole time. Now, you want your videos to be in the good pile. This means you're doing good. This means YouTube is promoting your videos by putting it in the suggested columns on the side of your video or the side of other videos. But it could be your video too. But long story short, you want your videos to be in the good pile, not the bad pile. Here is what is going to set you apart from everyone else. All right, first things first, we got to talk about watch time. Now, watch time is super important because that is how YouTube determines what's good from what's bad, but it's only part of it. Now, watch time means when you post a video, let's just say theoretically it's 5 minutes long. Your YouTube video is 5 minutes long that you just posted on YouTube. Let's say 2 people watch it. Let's say one person watches all 5 minutes and the second person clicks on your video, decides, oh man, I have to put laundry in the dryer, pause, and then they click off the video. YouTube's algorithm basically says now that since 2 people watched your video, one person watched the whole thing and the other person only watched half, now your video view, if you will, theoretically, has only been viewed for 2.5 minutes. Now YouTube's algorithm says, okay, people are only watching about half of this video, they're only making it halfway, it's probably not the best video, bad pile. And then it goes to bad pile. Once you get to bad pile, it's hard for your bad video to make it to the good video because now YouTube is not promoting your video because they've already mathematically decided that it's not a great video to watch. But remember, watch time isn't just 2 people. You have hundreds or potentially thousands, or if you're lucky, and if you are, I don't know why you're watching this video, hundreds of thousands of people adding to your watch time. Now the next thing that goes into the algorithm process is likes and comments. Basically this shows engagement in your video. So it means people are watching the video and then they can actually give feedback saying, hey, this was a great video, or I didn't like your video, bro. And both of those things go into the mathematical algorithm that YouTube has. So if a lot of people are giving thumbs up, hey, YouTube's saying, you know what? Even if the watch time isn't great, even if you're not getting all of these people to watch the whole video, people are still giving your videos a thumbs up, which is good news for you. But if you have that one person, like always, you always have that one person who just gives you a thumb down, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. If you have 10 people that give you a thumbs up and one person that gives you a thumb down, you do the math and you tell me what more you have. You have more people giving you a thumbs up, which is going to help you get on this side of the pile instead of this side. Now, comments are gonna be almost just as good. If not just as good, they're almost just as good. I'm sure they're just as good. I mean, they gotta be just as good. Basically, this still means people are engaging in your video. So even if somebody comments on your video and says, hey dude, your video absolutely sucks. Little do they know, they just helped you with your mathematical algorithm on that video for YouTube to say, hey, somebody engaged in this video, it's probably a good video. Sorry bro, even if you're trash talking me in the comment section, you're really helping my videos out. So shout out to you, thanks man, much love. So here's a big tip on how to increase likes and comments. Sometimes I make a deal with you guys. I say, hey, if we can reach so many likes on this video, or if we can reach like 100 likes on this video, I'll do this next week. Or if we can reach 50 likes on this video, I'll do this or something. So even though I'm asking you to like the video, I'm still giving you something for liking the video. Now another thing that's gonna be good is actually asking for comments. Now I'm not just saying like, hey, make sure you comment, because that's just weird. But what I will say is something like, if I'm doing a big swim bait video, I'll be like, hey, this is a Livingston Lure swim bait. Comment below some of your favorite swim baits and maybe I can check them out. So now I'm increasing the comment section engagement by asking you guys what your favorite swim bait is or what's a good swim bait for me to use. So now I'm having genuine conversations while also helping my video do better with the mathematical algorithm. And honestly, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful. I don't do videos like this very often because, I mean, even though it's related to fishing, kind of, it's still not super fishing-ish. Basically what I'm trying to say is I hope I didn't bore you guys enough, and I hope this video was actually very informative to some of you guys, and I'm not just trying to get a plug and get some comments like I said before, but seriously, I do want to know if this video was super helpful for you guys or taught you anything. Let me know in the comment section below. But let me know what you learned or what was helpful or any other tips that you guys could think of. The reason I made this video is because I've had a lot of people ask me requests on how do I build my channel, or how do I do this, or what are you doing to make your channel grow, or how are you growing, how are you getting these numbers. So that's why I made this video. All right, I hope it was super helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace. This rat is seriously disgusting. It's so realistic, it's gross.